Hi YouTube, welcome back. We're gonna play some more Beacon Pines. We'll continue where we last left off from the last video here. Let's just get this going here. Hope everybody is okay.
Chapter 3.
We are in chapter 3 now.
Finding a friend.
Ooh, we're finding a friend.
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jams last night. Uh-huh. So they'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Oh, there's a phone there. Hello? Calm down. More blocks. No, of course, it was the right thing to do. Start gathering folks, I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You're to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstance are you to leave. Ooh, we're in trouble. Uh-oh. What? If I am not back by dinner, there is stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. What am I gonna do now? Oh, and Luca. You left the icebox open yesterday. We're not made of money, you know. Well, that was strange. What are we gonna do today? Oh, I can close it. Okay, cool. Oh. Alright, well, let's go to the... Can I... Close that? Let's ponder. And then we slide away. Well, we can't leave. We're gonna close this up.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from upstairs? Oh, let's go outside real quick. Anything we can do here?
Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother. She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror.
Okay. Guess let's go upstairs. Wonder what that is. Hello? Is anyone there? Where's that sound coming from, actually? Is it from here? No? Oh, the walkie-talkie, that's right. Hello? Rollo, is that you? Over? Strange.
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think.
Who's at the door? I'm not supposed to be out. Oh, hey, Roxy. If this is about me accidentally kicking you yesterday, is Rollo here? No? Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rollo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rollo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood? If he's alive, I'm going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
Luca's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rollo. Where are you? Check the library for Rollo. But I'm not supposed to leave. I can't leave. Well, I guess I have to leave. But they told me, but Gran said I can't leave the house until she's back. Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rollo? Nope. Though I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back. Let's just land with him. Do I want to check the library right now or do I want to go to the thing? Let's, Mission control. Authorized personnel only. Let's try and see if we can... Hey Jetson, have you seen Rollo come here this way by chance? Afraid not. As elusive as the fish in this pond, here pond. Okay. He's not been here. Let's try and fish something. See if there's anything new that we can grab. Nothing yet.
Luca gently good for skimming the...
Let's go. Nothing new. Let's try mission control, I guess. See if he's here. Let's go. Alright, let's go to the library then. Do I talk to this guy again? Do I want to talk to this guy again? Does he have any more questions? Let's try. Howdy, Luca. Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. Wait, huh? Could've fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important thing is we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all part of something special, Luca. It all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got it.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me, look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. Aw, you joker. We're all part of this together. You'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. Still, I can't go here still. Okay, let's go. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she will be here, then she will be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around, doing nothing, and waiting for Roxy. When I could be standing around, doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi. Roxy needs our help. Arg, my parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rollo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check the Weep Woods. Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great. I guess. Right. Fitz and I will check Weep Woods. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weep Woods. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. Let's go to here. Hey Luca, what's up? You haven't seen Rollo around recently, have you? He doesn't come around here much. Not since they made a rule that he can only order decaf. Anything here? Okay. Did Rolo like get abducted or something? I hope not. His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean vanish? That's impossible. Oh my. He doesn't even see the danger he's in. Is he reading this story? Are you giving me clues? She's probably giving me clues, honestly. What's this about a missing child? I must stress that the situation is completely under control. It all just seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense. Young Mr. Cotter will turn up safe and sound, I am certain. You just focus on settling it. Trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging? Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter Beck that... Now where did she run off to? I gotta sneeze. Oh. Excuse me. Hey, Don. Oh, is it true about Rolo? Yeah, he didn't come home last night. And I wonder if it's connected. Connected to what? I was checking our reports about increased activity around town. What sort of activity? Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights, your typical shady stuff. Who would be doing that? All that, and why? Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family is always suspicious. Perennial Harvest certainly has the resources. Do you have any idea where Rolo could be? The best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where did you last see him? We were in Weepwood, right by Valentine's Fertilizer. I'll check out Weepwood when my shift ends. I do my best work at night. Guess Mrs. Fratelli is getting ready for the festival still. Alright. Let's go down real quick before we go through the right. Let's ask these guys. Hey Griffin, has Rolly been by? Haven't seen him all day. I'm sure he'll show up safe and sound. And when he does, tell him there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him. On the house. He'll like that. Can we go in here? Harper Valentine, a celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Residence Fund.
I see. Interesting. That was unhelpful. Hey, Yisun. History Museum. It's laughable, really. Did you happen to see Rolo in there? No, just a shadow of a family. Clinging onto a town, clinging to the past. Cling. Feel free to check it for yourself, but don't expect to have your mind blowing. No, I did not. Wait, I want to touch it again. The huge watermelon. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Alright, let's go. Oh god. Okay. Wanted to see if we can. Sharper Valentine, founder of Beacon Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. Sharper Valentine. That is quite helpful.
A bit much, if you ask me.
Indulgence. Alright, library. This is still closed. Oh yeah, because that's... God, I'm getting stuck. Alright, let's go. Ooh. New additions.
There were rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Yuck.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Succulent. More words. Sweet.
A peek
Or charms.
behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu, one of the greatest acting minds of our time, by Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Haha. Oof. Before I talk to them, I wanna see if I can.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Interesting. Boring.
Mycological Phosphorescence.
Ugh. More like my complete loss of interest. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
Okay. That's where we're at. Comics. Comics is the best book. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rollo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rollo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know, besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh, roger that, Space Cadet.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge.
I believe we all have that one friend where everybody that they know he or she knows everything. Yeah. I think everybody can relate there.
If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Him. Oh, a voice. Oh, hey, Luca. You snuck up on me. Good book? Don't know. Just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read. So now it's on to the world of wonderful bees. Turns out, bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy. I knew that. That I knew. Ooh, wait. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rollo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Oh my god. I love the puns. They're so great. Alright, I think we just gotta head out. Wait, who's this? What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No. What's your name? Luca Van Horn. You're new here? Yep. Not by
Beck's
choice.
family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rollo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? Guess so. Like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So, I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
Is that a lucky coin? I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep, well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone? But I always do the opposite. Oh, it's kind of like me and Rollo. I guess Rollo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. We got a new friend.
The phone booth was brand new, part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use.
Alright, let's go to Weepwood then. Wait, can we go to the right? Joey, have you seen Rollo around? No, sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes dirt looking for beetles. Can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rollo. No, the beetles! You think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep an eye on, would you? Of course. Actually, let's go over here. Kinda interested. Oh, okay.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town. The Valentine Mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
Let's get. Alright, I guess we just go to the Weepwoods. Let's go! Oh, interesting. That's been blocked off. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Oh,
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
is this sort of stuff normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what this stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood.
Ooh, interesting.
First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool. That is very cool. That's like instantaneous. Well, I guess not instantaneous, but really, really fast.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray.
Oh, okay.
Beck
I
dropped
see.
the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Oh yeah. Seems dangerous. Hey Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Now don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we have been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yup. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once, on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dude? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. True, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Ha ha ha. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First, his pops croaked. Then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced. What a dick.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the... I don't have a new one. Bust out the tickles? Let's do that.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Tish, wanna see something cool? Yup. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yup. Yup.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yup.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us?
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Whoa. What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Uh-oh. Is it bad? Depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature look? Mature, refined look? Oh god.
Chapter 4. The Best Policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. So they've changed that. Go anywhere else? Feels like there's like something here. It's not. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just ran past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rollo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling. But this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rolla and I weren't just playing in woods yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine house. But somehow there was a strange... Someone was there in a strange suit. And we hid in the dumpster and a heavy bag dropped on us. And I think it was a body. And so we ran, but we got split up. And I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I wanna help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I just can't sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
We go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait, there in case Rollo shows up. Sounds like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing, telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe in his story? What other options do we have? Things have been strange around here, leading up to that festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the wheelie. Willow. Right at the treehouse. Wow. Let's go.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Whoa. Don't sneak up on an old fellow like that. Sorry. Who were you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the thing never does, of course. Yeah. I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Ooh, the music. I like the music. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank, and he did get lost. Someone took him. I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy. If there is something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell the folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was a blank lurking behind those shame.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first, we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. He got scared by some garbage. That's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage, I think. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Vanyorns just can't help yourselves, can you? You're all so close to be done with this.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? Out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit. Could it be
As
him?
Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end.
Interesting.
Wait. No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Let's see. Let's try to do the strange here.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense, wackadoos. Wackadoos travel in packs, eh, Dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Wow.
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk, my clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
struggle. I don't feel so good. F? I'm sorry. I just... Oh shit! Yup? That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
The person at the warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. So it looks like it's still about the same. We can't go anywhere, right? Even though it looks like there's a path down to the left and the right, it doesn't look like it's allowing us to go through. I think we have to go back then, right? Oh. Oh there, little buddies. You startled me. Where are you going? What in the dickens are you up to this parts of town? We were just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? Really funny. It's funny, really. Just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I'm starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. Can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight to home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
All's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay. Where are you going, little fella?
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Interesting. I wonder where he was then. That's kind of interesting. Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. Is that a diversion? Maybe upstairs. Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him, so I figured you wouldn't mind if I looked for him. Turns out Rollo is safe and sound. Still locked.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing new now but sleep, I guess. I love how he just
Luca
flops
was
in bed.
sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. "Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right." Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go!" Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run!" The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out." A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply. Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca? Rollo, is that you? Luca! There? It's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here? I just said that. Down here?
Rolo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? It was... took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in, for now at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Trust. He's... Hold on, someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response.
Okay, so we know that Mr. Nunn, what was his name? The one with the general store is in on it. Of course, Mr. Kerr is also in on it, so we don't have to trust anyone.
His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Rolo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. Need to... I'm assuming go to the treehouse. Go to the treehouse.
With that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna to get at the treehouse to get better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Let's go, let's go.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
So we all understand our rules. Count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger. I, for one, refuses to sit idly by while that danger persists. Refuse. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made the deal with the heiress Valentine. Her resources would still come in handy. As I said, I have no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans changed. How is Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all. I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we all in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Rand, why are you meeting with Miss Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca. Ah! Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your gran entered the dine together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seemed organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Let's go. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stay out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. And she just disappears. Alright. We're going to mission control, right? Dogs are still there. I don't want to talk to them right now. Let's go. The radio. Oh, that's right. Radio. Hook up the walkie-talkie onto the radio in the treehouse. Right, hook it up. Rollo? Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo. Where are you? What? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
Oh, you know what? I just realized. His jacket isn't there anymore. On the left. I've got weapons in here. So you'd better come right out now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
What? Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself
Luca
anymore.
stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy?
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you're gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day with his positive attitude and the power of friendship and anime. I'm sorry. This is serious, okay. None of this matters. There's no time. They were after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Who is after you? Luca! Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca. Rollo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca. The treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was going to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards! Did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me! Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They're saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. My young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC,
MCDC.
the Mission Control Defense Cannon.
Oh,
From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy. There you are. You gave us all of a heck of a scare. Go away. Just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry. So, we're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at it. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he is sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to help us there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all of a heck of a sore throat. You want some.
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca just drew himself up and decided to take the only option he had left. Fight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey, that was uncalled for more than a little rude. And just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
End this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Okay, so we don't have anything else aside from the struggle here, right? Yeah. We can... Because I don't have any more cards, right? Yeah, I don't have any more. I've already used that one. So let's go back to the Warehouse of Horrors where... not Rollo. Luca... Yes? Yeah, when he was alone instead of when Rollo came with him.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table.
That was very interesting, actually, how maybe now we've saved Rollo this time?
Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rollo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. Oh, one for Mr. Tolliver in the bag. At the bag and wag. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There's some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver gets the top one. The ones on top. No problem. Off with you now, while the day is still young. Oh, interesting. So you're still gonna call regardless. But you didn't receive a phone call. You're the one calling this time. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well. We can meet tonight. Interesting. Alright, let's go. Rollo's back and he's okay. Well, I mean, because technically he had things to do, but still. Okay, sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old warehouse? The Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. Wait, what? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies. No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rollo. I gotta deliver these to town first. We can catch up after. Ooh, is it a whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Alright. Let's go deliver this. So, Mr. Trevally and the Dine and Wag, right? So the restaurant? Well, so this is the coffee. You go there. Mr. Trevally is up there, I think. Wait. Isn't this Mr. Trevally?
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello? Beep!
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes. That jam! Thank you so much for delivering me this jam.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course. Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Deliver jam to Mr. Tolliver. Alright, let's go to the restaurant then, which is up here in the back. Aha, it's open. Mrs. Fratelli. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at you.
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is, it's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out at the diner. See that picture over here? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened to Ellen? What happened with Eleanor? Great. Ooh, more cards this time. I got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in the world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
Tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do. Let's go talk to Mr. Mayor. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh sure, sorry to bother you. Just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being a mayor? Or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really choose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. For our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. It's true. Speak from your heart, it'll be great. Public speaking for me also was never a thing for me. Never really enjoyed it either. Alright, let's deliver this to Mr. Nuncreed here. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
Suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper dropped those off herself. I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case,
Nuncreed snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until next time. I see your gran. Hey, you! Anchovies or pineapples? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect, follow me. Oh, are you? Anyone ever tell you you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? Interesting. What just happened? Well, she go? Oh, here she is. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend. I was just telling about you about. Oh, that's wonderful. We just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this. His favorite pizza topping in the whole wide world is pineapple. Oh, and what's your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Ileana. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca
Aw.
a quick nudge.
Oh, yeah. Beck told me all about you. But it feels like we've known each other for years. So both of you can't stop obsessing about me making friends? Oh, darling. I never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nelly means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I already asked him. And he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Welp. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit too much sometimes. Our house is a little cottage next to the big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by the big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grift. Great, see you there. Meet Beck at the big creepy gate. Alright, what now? Let's we go to mission control then? I'm assuming. Right? Yeah, let's go to mission control. Okay, good. Maybe Rolo is in here? Rolo's not here. Let's see. Meet back at the creepy gate. Well, meet already? It's not even dinner time yet. Do I go back home? Maybe? I think I go back home and maybe Gran will still be here. Let's check. Gran? You here? I just noticed this. Was this like patched up over here? There's gotta be something down here. Alright, I guess we go to... Where do we go? Well, we didn't get walkie-talkie, so the walkie-talkie wouldn't be there. Can we go out here? No, it's not letting us leave. We can't leave Beacon Pines! Hold on. Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. Anything down here? Still them. Okay. Let's go back down, I guess, and see if the moms are down here. How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know. Somewhere cold. How do they keep somewhere cold cold? Look, Bert. Do you want ice cream or not? No, I'm good. Jeez. I guess we go to the Van Horns. Oh wait, what's this? Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not as bad. The festival is upcoming. The festival. Old Man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. What is that? Not sure. And where did it all get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting this one on. Putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Yup, he has a point. Nothing's still here. Can we go in here or is it still closed? It's still closed. So if the doors are open, that means we can go in. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I just realized there's a little birdie up there. Oh! Alright, maybe we go to... Hello. Oh there, little buddy. What brings you into the neck of the woods? Oh, I was just wandering out a bit. Wandering? How wonderful. Children and their wonderful wandering. Oh, to be young. Anyways, can't let you pass just now. Top secret business that away.
Mr. Kerr winked with a wry smile.
Ah, I'm just yanking you a chain. Perennial Harvest is just making a few
He
improvements.
gave Luca an energetic thump on the shoulder.
Better head home. Harvest awaits. Interesting. So, who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. That creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing? But a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in that place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's pretty empty and boring. Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the Fowl Festival. Okay, so that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this Fowl Festival thing. And you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually, you're going to explain to me how the harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Oh. So that's their house. That's actually really cute. Most kids have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this simply as possible. Sweet smile and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4.
Alright. We're gonna end there. Thank you again so much for coming by, watching the video. I hope you guys liked it. So far, I'm actually really enjoying the story and the game. Like I said last video, I didn't expect it to be this good. So far, it is really good. I didn't know what I was expecting, actually. So it's really good. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed the, oh my god, I'm losing it. Enjoyed the story so far. Let me know what your thoughts are. It's about the new character, Beck. And what is happening so far right now in the thing. No spoilers though, please. This is a very good thing right now. This is a very good game. And I'm really enjoying it. Catch me in the next video, okay guys? Bye!